Hi, 5th grade. Welcome to math again. Today is Wednesday, April 8th. We only have 2 more days left this week of school, today and tomorrow. Then we're out for Good Friday on Friday. So I want you to turn in your math to 263 and 264. We're going to talk about the area of a square. And one way to express the area of a square is side times side. Area of a square is side times side. Remember, the area of a rectangle was length times width, but an area of a square, because they're all equal, is side by side. Now, remember, whenever a small 2 is written to the right and above a number, it means to multiply that number by itself. So, side by side is the same thing as side square, okay? It's the same exact thing. You multiply that side by that side, same exact thing, okay? So we're going to talk about number 1 story problem. I want you to put an X over B, but we're going to do 1A together. Mr. Thomas is planting grass in his front yard. His yard is a square, and it's 30 feet on each side. How many square foot of grass must he plant? Now remember the area of a square. Let's look at the square I drew up here. It's 30 on each side. Remember the formula. The area of a square is side times side. 30 times 30. Your answer is 900 square feet. So 1A is 30 times 30, or side times side, which equals 900 square feet. Put that down for 1A. Now let's go to number 2. It says find the areas of squares with these dimensions. This is going to be real easy. This is going to be a fast, easy lesson today. Are you ready? 2A. It says each side of that square is 9.3. Remember, the area of a square is side times side. So we have 9.3 times 9.3. Now I'm going to do the math. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 9 is 27. Put my 0. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 9 is 81, plus 2 is 83. And then I'm going to add. I'm going to count my decimal places. 1 place here, 1 place here, 1, 2, there you go, square feet. So my answer is 86.49 square feet. 2A is 86.49 square feet. Let's go to the next one. This one's going to be real easy. Each side is 18 feet. Each side of a square is 18 feet. The area of a square is side times side. So 18 times 18. 8 times 8, 64. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 6 is 14. Then I'm going to put down my 0 and finish my multiplication. Did you get what I got? 324. But your answer is square feet. So your answer is 324 square feet for B. Okay? Now we're going to do one with a mixed number. The sides of this square is each 1.5 yards each. So we're going to say 1 1/2 times 1 1/2. We need to change these to mixed numbers. 1 times 2 is 2, plus 1 is 3. 3 over 2 times 3 over 2. Now let's do the math. 3 times 3, you multiply the top numbers, 9. 2 times 2 is 4. When you have an improper fraction, when you change these mixed numbers to an improper fraction, and your answer is an improper fraction, that top number is more than the bottom, that makes it improper. We're going to divide the bottom number into the top number. 4 will go into 9. 2 times with a remainder of 1. I take my remainder and put it over the number I used. So, my answer is 2 1/4 square yards. 2 1/4 square yards, and that's for C. That was 2C, 2 1/4 square yards. Now let's go to 3. It says find the area of rectangles. Remember, the area of a square is side times side. The area of a rectangle is length times width. Look at this. Length times width. Length times width. length times width. Now remember, your answers will be in squares. Square yards, square feet, square yards. You're going to be able to do those on your own. You can do it. Now, I want you to turn over to page 264, and I want you to write down these formulas so you will remember. The perimeter of a square, write it down at the top of the page, is 4 times side. The perimeter of a square is 4 times side. Write that down. The perimeter of a rectangle is 2 times length plus 2 times width. I want you to write that down because you're going to need to know these formulas. You cannot solve these problems unless you write it down, you memorize those formulas. Very, very important. And you can't find area unless you know your multiplication tables. You need to know your multiplication tables, 5th grade. Now on number 5, you know how to convert temperatures. Remember that I'm going to write down these formulas and I want you to write them down just to remind you that Celsius equals 5/9, and then in parentheses is Fahrenheit minus 32. So write that down to help you keep it straight. I want you to write this down also, that Fahrenheit equals 9/5, and then, of course, it's times 9 Celsius, 9/5 Celsius plus 32. So write these formulas down to help you for number 5, okay? Write your formulas down for number 5. On number 6, on the division, I want you just to do one division problem. You can do the first one. A will be the easiest. Okay, that's all you have to do. I want you to finish that lesson. Don't do the green ones. You don't have to do the green ones. I'll see you tomorrow.